What is going on, everyone? It's your guy Cole Jackson back here on Road Graders, brought to you today on the Russell Street Report, courtesy of DNL Tinting. Go check out dltinting.com, located in White Marsh and Parkville, Maryland, for all of your window tinting, headlight restoration, car detailing, all those needs. Go check out dltinting.com. Thank you for sponsoring this episode. Today we are going to be talking about a topic that I hate, and you guys know I hate. If you guys have been following the channel, you know I love dominating in the trenches. You know, it breaks my heart when we don't do that, and we did not do that yesterday. Yesterday, on Sunday. So we are going to take a look at some of the causes, and you guys know how I work. It's never one thing. It's never, just one piece, and it goes the same in this one. On the O-line, it wasn't really one guy standing out, but what I will say is when they did give up pressure, it was multiple guys giving up pressure, but then they had plenty of clean reps. So I called it pocket chaos because I think that summarizes it best, and we'll kind of see it. You look at these pressures allowed and you think, holy crap, we got beat all day. But then there's a ton of clean pockets in this game. But when they lost, it was multiple guys losing, and it appears very chaotic. So we'll kind of check that out as we go through. So we start here early. Well, first of all, what brought this up, and the reason I wanted to look at all the pressure. So what I did, I found PFF charted just 2, 4, 5, 6 pressures allowed by the O-line, 2 by McCary and Linderbaum, 1 by Stanley and Zeitler. You guys probably agree with this. It felt like there was a lot more pressure allowed than just 6. I went back through. I only found Lamar was pressured on 11 dropbacks. I attributed 9 of those to the offensive line. So I did have 3 more than PFF. I had an extra 1 to Zeitler, an extra 1 to McCary, and I think an extra 1 to John Simpson, if I remember correctly. So I did disagree. I had extra pressures. I'm showing you all of the ones that I charted, all 9 of them. So you guys can kind of watch them with me and let me know what you guys think. I also have the timestamps. I'll probably pass it off to PFF and they can argue with me. Gordon, if you're listening to this, love you, buddy. So we start here early. This is going to be the jump pass by Lamar. This is just, look at this jump pass. Whoop. Lamar doing stuff like this never ceases to amaze me. So frustrating rep here from Ronnie Stanley. First of all, look how quick he's out of his stance. That's awesome to see. He's got inside help. You're going to get a half slide from the line. So you're getting Simpson putting that paw out right here, and Linderbaum coming over to overtake. Stanley knows this, so he knows he's getting that inside help. He can cheat a little bit, but it doesn't matter if you cheat if you do give this up. And we've looked at this a ton. Ronnie Stanley cannot bend in this leg. We looked at it a few weeks ago. You see right there, straight leg, narrow base. Miles just drives him right into Lamar's lap. Lamar's got to come out. And by the time he does that, now remember what I said, you're getting the chip here from Ricard. They're sliding to the left. So McCary gets, beat there at the end, but this shouldn't matter because as the line's sliding left, this should be sealed off. And then Lamar's kind of coming back inside. So I didn't credit McCary with anything there. Stanley just gets bowled again. We're sick of watching him get his anchor beat. It's tough to watch. Get into this next rep here. They keep 5 in, as you can see, and both offensive tackles just get their edge bent here. Ronnie Stanley, I didn't actually have a huge problem with this rep. We'll start with Stanley on the left side. So you see he's going against Garrett. He's going to push him out the back of the pocket. There's a clear step-up lane. Linderbaum gives up a little bit of depth. I thought Linderbaum had a pretty poor game in this one. I wouldn't say he gave up pressure on this, but he's giving up a little bit of depth. There's still a step-up spot here. But the problem is McCary gets short-cornered. See, Za'Darius works him inside. Right, where's the step? McCary kick step. Where's his post step? Right there. So you see, as he brought down this post step, he gave up that short corner edge, which Za'Darius gets that rip under. Oh, that's not Za'Darius, sorry. 91, I thought it was Za'Darius. He's going to get that hand under, rip up right there. Short corner, caused the pressure. So I credited McCary on that one. I did not credit Ronnie Stanley. In my opinion, he's pushing him out the back of the pocket. There's a step-up lane. I'm okay with that. So McCary on that one. Get into this next rep. And this was an interesting one. This was almost a pick. You see the safety coming in. So I actually put this on Zeitler. I don't think PFF did. So what you're going to get is a 2-gap skip. So they got a Okinawarno, forget his last name. He's an edge rusher. He's lined up in the A gap here. He's actually going to bend 2 gaps. See, the Ravens do this all the time. They're going to cut inside with 2 players on the right side of the line, wrap him around the right tackle. So initially here, obviously, McCary completely misses it. So that was problematic. But credit McCary, he does the spinneroo and actually gets back into his position. Watch him spin. Whoop. So what I thought caused the pressure here was actually Kevin Zeitler. So as he gets attacked inside here, you can see him get bowled. And that took away the step-up lane here. Because other than that, we're actually okay. Like if Zeitler holds, we got a bit of a pocket there. There's nowhere to step up. Then obviously John Simpson, you never want to turn around in the pocket. So Simpson's going to pass off. He hits Linderbaum's man. The worst thing you can do is kind of come backwards. He almost runs into Lamar here. So that caused the poor throw. Zeitler actually recovered pretty well. You see him push out there. Now there is a step-up lane. Lamar was super patient, but John Simpson ran backwards. So, I mean, that's the one I gave as an extra to Simpson. I don't think I know PFF didn't because he didn't have any pressures allowed. In my opinion, that's just bad O-line play. You cannot turn backwards. You cannot work yourself back into the pocket. If you're beat, you just got to hang back. You can look over your corner's shoulder and work in the if he wanted to work around the pocket, I'm okay with that. For example, if he wanted to come here, find work, that's fine. But he literally runs in the middle of the pocket and causes that throw from Lamar. Also, credit Zeitler. He gives up the initial pressure here. Watch him on the recovery. Gets that right hand right into the armpit and pushes right there. Back out of the back of the pocket. So credit the recovery there. Poor play by Simpson. Get into this next one here. So this one was absolutely chaotic. So Keaton Mitchell jumps out this side. Sees that they have numbers. Obviously, he's thinking they have a blitzer coming somewhere else. I think this guy bailing out. You can see he's up at the line of the scrimmage. So he's seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 guys showing pressure. So he initially goes right. It's the right call. Now he doesn't have anyone to block. So he comes back across and runs into Lamar. I credited... I'm trying to remember that. This one was Linderbaum. So you see they're going to work a stunt here. This was... If you guys watched my video last week on Linderbaum, I praised him for picking up stunts. This looked a lot like last year. Knife man's going to come. Linderbaum doesn't see it. See right there, he gives up the leverage and then gets worked into the back of the pocket. But at the same time, Mitchell also... But this is going to be controversial. People might disagree with me. I need the other angle. Okay, so I brought the other angle here. So this is the exact same play. So they're showing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 7 on their line, lined up with Andrews here. They're showing blitz. They bail out just one. Lamar's got to throw Mark hot here, and he doesn't. He looks right. He wanted Bateman on the one-on-one ISO here, and he doesn't get it gone. So, I mean... As much as I think Linderbaum gave up pressure, Keaton Mitchell does run into Lamar. You can see it right there. But watch Andrews. As he runs, he's looking inside. There's an outlet there. There's an empty spot. Taki is working the opposite way. Right here is open. He's got to throw Mark Andrews hot. So I credit this sack on Lamar Jackson. You can see Mark cut open here. I know it looks like this defender is dropping, and he does eventually drop, but there is... plenty of space here to throw an outlet. Lamar reached the back. It's just a one-step drop. He's right there. Got to throw Mark hot here. He didn't. He held on to it. He wanted Bateman to the right. So I did put this sack on Lamar Jackson. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. You guys will probably disagree with me if I go by the feedback of my video from yesterday. Get into another one here. This one was, again, just pure chaos. So you're going to get John Simpson hits a guy with a snatch, but when he hits the guy with the snatch, he basically takes his own legs out, and nobody picks up the blitzer here until late. Gus does do a good job of coming over. They brought a pressure off the edge, or a tackle, or a DB off the edge. Lamar steps into it. I just gave a pressure here to... This one was to McCary because he followed inside on the... Here he's got to pass that off to Zeitler because they have numbers. See, Zeitler picks it up, but McCary's late. So McCary doesn't get out there. Lamar's now got to scramble. So that one I did charge. I think I was just showing the root concept here. Through this one. All right. Now, this one was on Ricard. So Ricard, tight end on this side. He's going to get a blitz from the DB. He just absolutely misses the block inside here. Thought it was blocked up decently well. I know McCary gets beat here at the end. I also saw Linderbaum miss this stunt. So again, you're going to see two guys knifing. You're going to get a wrap from Myles Garrett. I know he comes through Zeitler's gap, but this is a slide protection, right? You can see Zeitler's passing. Linderbaum overtakes. Zeitler then comes out. They want to give McCary help on this one. This was a bad rep by McCary. He knows he's got inside help because of the slide protection. He's got to overplay this a little bit to the outside so that Zeitler can come out and help. Instead, he gets his corner bend, but it doesn't matter because Ricard loses pretty cleanly here. But another one here, Linderbaum missing the stunt, coming in pretty cleanly. Myles Garrett comes in and gets the cleanup, so he gets credit with the sack. But this was all, I think that's Grant Delpit. He misses, but him beating Ricard and getting there is what caused. So this is what I mean. Like, again, some of these reps, there's multiple guys losing. There's chaos. There's bodies flying everywhere. You end up getting, Delpit here. You got JOK coming in. You got Garrett rapping. You got the edge rusher here beating McCary. It's just, there's 4 Browns in the backfield. Pure chaos on most of these reps. Here you got the Browns showing blitz again. This is just bad rep from McCary. This is against Garrett. This is where he had sacks on back-to-back plays. He just, watch how he gets this inside hand. If you guys want to talk about arm length, I'll give you this one. He just gets that inside hand and just throws him this way. Watch, right there. Throws him inside. Gets the sack. Just a bad rep. And then I think this is later on the drive. McCary getting, oh no, I'm wrong. This is another rep. This one I think I charged to... This one I charged to Linderbaum, I believe. Though it was a little late, you'd like to get the ball out at some point, but also nobody's open. Zeitler loses his man here at the end with the inside leverage, but it's pretty far after the snap. So Linderbaum gets bowled a little bit here, causes Lamar to have to wait to step up. I think he ideally steps up early. Zeitler's got to hit that post step to hit that cutoff right there. Errant throw again. And I believe we have one more. Yeah, that one is just McCary getting bitched again. Go back here. It's McCary against Za'Darius this time. And he just gets squared up, driven. Again, I'll give you that one on arm length. You see that right there? Just drives him. Lamar has to scramble and throw away. So, I mean, I wish I had more for you guys than just look at this chaos, but unfortunately, that was the theme of the pass protection in this one. There was no one root cause. There's plays where I think, the one sack where I did credit Lamar for it. I think he's got to get the ball out there. I think he's got to throw his guy hot. But then you have, reps of McCary getting his butt kicked, Ronnie getting his butt kicked, Linderbaum giving up ground, Zeitler getting beat inside, Simpson running into his own guy. So it was just one of those games where, I think we did this week, I think it was a Steelers game where it was just pure chaos. And this is where we've seen it. We've watched film on it together. We need to see consistency build with this offensive line group. They have the ability. We've seen it. We've seen them protect well. But until they're doing it consistently, we're going to still have to come back and take a look at games like this. Simple as that. That's all I have for you guys. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Peace out, everyone.